Hello, my name is Abiodun Mabadeje, your host on this channel, and you are welcome to another broadcast on Abelosophy. As usual, remember to like, comment, and share the video. And in case you are yet to subscribe to the channel, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that anytime we post new videos, you will be the first to be notified. One more time, you are welcome. So, what is our philosophy for today? Our philosophy for today says, focus on what is left, not what is lost. Focus on what is left, not what is lost. Most of the time, people look at the cup as half empty, whereas the progressive, forward-thinking person would look at the cup as half filled. You look at what is remaining in the cup rather than what has been exhausted from the cup. You look at life from the positive perspective, not from the negative perspective. Last week we talked about reflections, reflecting over the year 2022 from January to October, and considering the things that you have been able to do or not have been able to do. And then of course we concluded that there are people who would be happy with themselves because of the achievements they have recorded in the year, whereas there are also those who would feel not so happy with themselves because of things they thought they would have been able to achieve and accomplish, but they have not been able to do so. In taking that thought further, we will be talking today about looking at what is left and not what is lost. No matter what it is that you are going through, it could have been worse if you really look at it. You must understand it is by the grace of God that all is not finished and over, and there is still something left. That is why that beautiful, song that says, count your blessings, name them one by one, is such a powerful song. You ask, why is it so powerful? Because when you do count your blessings, when you do reflect on what is left, you will realize and be surprised that indeed the Lord has been so good to you. You will realize that God has done great things in your life. You see, you have to just look at life always from the positive perspective, from what is left and not what is lost. You will be amazed how far God has helped you and how far He has brought you. And perhaps you are still wondering, what do you have left? Let me remind you of a few things that you really still do have left and should be grateful to God for. 1, you are still alive. Remember, as long as there is life, there is hope. If it is all lost, if it is all over, then you would have been dead. But because there is still something left, that is why you are still alive. You still have your thinking faculty intact. You can still think. Your brain is still functioning. That is still something that you have left. There are many who have lost their minds. There are people who have become depressed. There are people who have committed suicide. They have ended it all. For them, all is lost. But for you, all is not lost. You still have your brain. You can still sit down and think. You can still look at life and say, in spite of what is lost, I still got some things left. And with what I have left, I should be grateful to God, and then with that I can begin to plan and project for greater adventures in my future. You must understand that you are not in the hospital somewhere with your leg hanging somewhere, drips being passed into your body system. Somebody trying to feed you. That is what you got left. You still have your health intact. You still have your health. That is something to be grateful for. You still have something left. You can still eat once or twice in a day. That may sound funny, but the truth is this: the fact that you can still take at least a meal or two a day means you still have something left to be grateful for. There are some people somewhere who cannot even afford to eat once a day. You see, you still got something left to be grateful for. perhaps I should say, what you are eating once or twice a day may not be exactly what you really want to eat or what you would have loved to eat. It may not be the kind of meal you would have wanted to eat, but you must understand the fact that you still can eat, you still can feed once or twice a day is something to be grateful for. It's something you have left, and you must be able to be grateful and thankful to God for. You must understand the fact that you still have clothes on your back. Oh, you may not be wearing those designer clothes, you may not be wearing designer shoes and all of those things, but you still have clothes on your back. You can wake up in the morning, have your bath, and then you look in your wardrobe, one or two shirts that you can take today, and then maybe the other one you wear tomorrow while you wash this other one that you have used today. But then again, that is something to be grateful for. There are people out there who are wearing rags, I'm telling you, but you have clothes on your back. That is something you have left, and that is something to be grateful for. Another thing you need to also understand is the fact that you have a roof over your head. Oh my brother, there are people living under the bridges somewhere. There are people who don't have places they can call their place of abode. There are people out there somewhere living on the under the bridge, roaming the streets of Lagos, especially if you live in Lagos, Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? There are people, they don't have anywhere to stay. They don't have anywhere to stay, but you have a roof over your head. Oh, when I say a roof over your head, it could actually be in a room somewhere. You just live in one tiny small room somewhere, but then you can go out, and when you say you have closed for the day, there is a place you can go to and have a shower and sleep. That is something to be grateful for. That is something to be thankful for. That is something to look back and reflect on and say, yes, I still have something left. All is not lost. I tell you, my brother, I tell you, my sister, whoever you are listening to this right now, I encourage you, in spite of all that has happened or not happened for you in year 2022, in this last few weeks to the end of this year, please don't look at what is lost. Rather, look at what is left and be grateful. Remember that attitude of gratitude is also what will determine your altitude. It will give you the impetus to go for higher altitudes. And then, of course, you must also understand that God is so mindful of those who are grateful. Let me say that again. God is mindful of those who are grateful. God is mindful of those who are grateful. So rather than look at what is not working, look at those few areas where something is working. Rather than complain about what has not worked, why not look at those few areas where some things have worked? Why not look at those areas where you still have things that you can be grateful and be thankful for? And then with that, you can approach the throne of grace. You can approach God with a clean and a pure heart to request God to help you. And let me finally end on that same note. God is mindful of those who are thankful. And that will be the philosophy for today. I hope you remember and go out there with this attitude that you will look at what is left in gratitude and not be depressed because of what is lost. Again, God is mindful of those who are thankful. And that is our philosophy for today. See you next week. Alright, and that is the philosophy for today. Remember to like, comment, and share this video. And in case you are yet to subscribe to the channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that anytime we post new videos, you will be the first to be notified. And finally, make sure you click the description to this video so that you will see the gift I have for you. There are beautiful gifts I have for you. You will see the description in the description and how to get them. Finally, also, do not forget to help share the link to this particular channel. It is in the description to this video. You will see there. Help us share the link to this channel so that more and more people can come and hear inspirational, motivational, and life lessons teaching videos. Thank you, and I remain your host, Abiodun Mabadeje, aka Mr. Philosophy. Bye.